As a Nigerian diabetic, I know one of the foods they will tell you to forget about is pounded yam. And it can be painful. Trust me, I know. But what if I tell you? What if I show you how to enjoy your delicious pounded yam while also taking control of your blood sugar? This is a video you don't want to skip any part because at the end, you will understand and get to know the strategies I personally used to reverse type 2 diabetes while still enjoying my plate of pounded yam. Not only that, you learn exactly what I did, the smart choices I made, and how you too can apply these principles to your life. So stay with me. Now, let me tell you a bit about my journey. So, when I was first diagnosed of type 2 diabetes, one of the first things that made me really concerned was the thought of not being able to enjoy or eat pounded yam again. Pounded yam is life to me. I'm a proper Naija babe. It is what we use to celebrate, during Christmas, during Easter celebration, and all those festive seasons. You know that if you don't have pounded yam on your menu, it's like the celebration is not yet complete. So to me, pounded yam is life. Now you telling me or getting to know that because I am diabetic, I can't eat pounded yam, or because I was diabetic, because I'm no longer a diabetic anymore. So you telling me that because I was diagnosed to be diabetic, I have to leave pounded yam was something, it was just something else to me. So I was determined to find a way out, and I did find a way out. So after a series of researches, I discovered that it wasn't really about banning a particular food, that, oh, I'm not going to eat this food again, but learning how that particular food affects my body because I was insulin resistant. Pounded yam is made from boiled yams, which is high in carbohydrates, and which in turn breaks down into sugar. So the important thing is to manage that carbohydrate load. So what did I do? The first thing I did was to choose the right kind of yam. Yes, let me tell you now, if you didn't know, that not all yams are created equal. We have white yams, we have yellow yam. So out of these two types of yams, if you are diabetic, insulin resistant, or pre-diabetic, the one you should go for always to make your pounded yam is the white yam. And I'm going to tell you why. So the reason is because white yams have a lower glycemic index compared to yellow yams. And what this means is that when you eat pounded yam made from white yams, they cause a slower spike in your blood sugar levels than when you eat the ones made with yellow yam. Number two thing I did was portion control. See, when it comes to controlling diabetes, managing your blood sugar levels, this will always have a place. You can't do without portion control. You can't continue to eat mountains and heaps and big plates of high carbohydrates food and expect your blood sugar levels not to spike. So I understood this and controlled my portion. Instead of going for a mountain of pounded yam, for a big plate like I used to eat before my diagnosis, I went for a tight fixed portion of pounded yam whenever I wanted to eat pounded yam. Sometimes the portion I eat was not even up to the tight fixed portion. So this helped me to eat pounded yam without spiking my blood sugar levels and helped me on my journey to reversing type 2 diabetes. Then the third thing that I did, which I would be talking about in today's video, is that what you eat your pounded yam with is also important. It's as important as even the pounded yam itself. So a lot of us love eating our pounded yam with rich egusi soup or ogbono soup. These two soups that I mentioned are very rich in oil. You agree with me that when you want to cook egusi soup, a lot of us, you see oil floating on the surface of it, which is not good for you if you are diabetic, pre-diabetic, insulin resistant, managing blood sugar issues. You want to minimize your oil because of the saturated fat as much as possible. You want to reduce your intake of oil, palm oil inclusive, to the barest minimum. So instead of going for soups like egusi or ogbono and all those soup that you cook with oil floating on top of it, I went for vegetable rich soup, cooking with little to no oil most times. I went for soups like efo, like afang, like edikaikong, like bitter leaf soup. These are all the soups that I used to eat my pounded yam. These soups, apart from the fact that you can control the oil and then it will still be looking attractive, they are rich in fiber. And apart from this, I included lots of protein like fish, chicken, turkey. I paired it with this vegetable and fiber rich soup. So the fiber in the vegetables in combination with the protein helped slow the absorption of the carbohydrates from the pounded yam I was eating, preventing a rapid spike in my blood sugar. Another thing I paid attention to was timing. Timing matters a lot. So I would always eat my small portion of pounded yam earlier in the day, like around 1 in the afternoon, around 1 p.m. when I was still more active and had more than enough time to burn off the carbohydrates in the food. So eating pounded yam late at night or in the evening is a bad idea for you if you are diabetic, because your body will not have enough time to process the carbs from the food, and that is why you end up with a high fasting blood sugar the following morning. The fifth thing that I would be talking about is frequency. And what does this mean? It means that because I had now found a way to make it work for me, does not mean that I should start eating pounded yam every day. No. I ate pounded yam in small portions with my high fiber vegetables and lots of proteins just once in a week, because I knew that I was insulin resistant. So I had to find a way to manage it so that I don't eat foods that have the tendency to spike my blood sugar levels frequently. So I only ate pounded yam once weekly. So, in other words, I made it an occasional treat instead of an everyday food. Then the last thing I did was to make sure that I monitored my blood sugar levels closely, especially when I was eating high carb foods, which included pounded yam. So before eating and 90 minutes after I finished my meal of pounded yam, I always checked my blood sugar levels to know how that particular meal of pounded yam has affected me. So what this did is to help me understand my own body's response. So, if you are a Nigerian that has been scared to eat your traditional swallow foods like pounded yam, why not try all these strategies that I mentioned today? And let's see how that is going to help you control your blood sugar levels. Thank you so much for watching today's video if you are still here with me. And if you have found this video helpful, kindly give it a huge thumbs up, share it with your friends and family. And if you haven't, kindly subscribe to this channel and turn on your notification bell so you don't miss out on insightful videos like this. And I will see you in my next video.